I want to turn to a youth perspective from Landry Ndriko Mayigane, President of the Youth Alliance for Climate Action in Rwanda. I wonder whether there is a generational disconnect on this issue. Landry, if you could please stand up, and we need to get a microphone, please, to Landry. There's one coming just to your right-hand side. Please introduce yourself, Landry, and give us your perspective.
Yeah, thank you for giving me the floor. Good afternoon, everybody. I'd like to start by thanking the African Development Bank for granting the youth an opportunity to share their perspective on this very important topic, which is green growth. As the theme for this year's annual meetings says, the next 50 years, the Africa we want. So let me proceed by asking all of you here a question. How old will you be in 2064? The decisions we make today are not necessarily for us, but indeed for our children and our grandchildren, Africa's youth today and tomorrow. According to the African Economic Outlook, young people aged between 15 and 25 represent more than 60% of Africa's total population and account for 45% of the total labor force. It is expected that this increase in the number of young people will not decline in the next 20 years. The continent's demographic dividend is not a given, but if well prepared for, with all the right policies in place, it will indeed positively transform Africa in the decades to come. As a young person growing up in Rwanda, today, I see how important natural resources are for livelihoods and the economy. But in moving forward, we are now at the crossroad of what choices we will need to make in order to advance the economy with the finite resources and growing population. Although the term green growth may sound unfamiliar to some, in reality, our day-to-day lives hinge on it. In simple terms, green growth is about growing our economies while also maintaining and developing our environmental and social capital on which they depend. Inclusive green growth, therefore, should be seen as a necessity for sustainable progress, but not as an alternative. Ladies and gentlemen, my call to action today is for the decision makers to empower youth to actively engage in this dialogue, to provide us with the skills and the education we need to harness the economic opportunities and to manage the environmental issues we will be facing as we look forward to the next 50 years. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you so much. Quick reaction from the panelists. Youth engagement. Is enough being done to engage the youth? Trevor?
Obviously not. and Landry's right. It's about young people taking up responsibility and being able to communicate this so that it's not left to old fogies like us sitting on the panel, but young people recognizing that the future must be seized, that the paradigm must be shifted, that there's an opportunity for new initiatives. And so don't wait on us to talk to you. You know exactly what the issues are, so demonstrate that change will happen through you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. There's no further response from the panel on youth. Did you want to say something, Desta, before we go to...
I just want to comment on what our colleagues said. One of the key features of green economy is more about social innovation than technological innovation. Because the technological innovation we need to have for the transition are already here. They are on the shelf. What we lack is the social innovation. In that social innovation process, the key players are the youth, the young people. You should be the one who should be creative and innovative on how you mobilize your communities and use of those technologies. From UNEP perspective, we are supporting the African Youth Coalition for Green Economy, in which we are bringing young people from across Africa and engage in discussion. The whole purpose is to drive that innovation process. So I'm very glad with what you said, and you are the future. This is your agenda.
Absolutely.